Derp, derp, I'm a derp. I just zoned out for like 2 seconds. Hello, Tico. Hello, TK. Hello, Maverick. Guess I'm finished up Knack tonight. The Knack. We have supposedly 13 chapters in the game, and supposedly tonight. Oh wait, we've already seen this cutscene, haven't we? Yes, we have. Time to deal with Knack. Oh my god, that's mud. Time to deal with Knack again. Straight Knack in it. Straight Knack-a-lackin'. Fuck. Straight smack and lacking it. There we go. I spent today playing RimWorld. I've actually restarted another playthrough because I just no, I don't feel like this colony is anywhere near good. 20 buff werewolves in the forest filling you up. Why are you talking about your fucking fantasy, Eco? I mean, wait, it doesn't show up, does it? Oh god damn it! I forgot that the funny thing doesn't show up. I'm sitting back and like saying somebody's fucking 20 watch streak. It never shows up in chat because fucking I don't know. It never shows up in chat. Makes me look insane. Fucking weird. Yeah, I've been playing RimWorld. Game? What happened to my super? Does it just cancel because I jump? Wait, that's the bomb one. Right. But yeah, I've played RimWorld and now I'm looking through ideology, like the ideology stuff, because I bought that expansion. I also bought Anomaly. Just looking through like I haven't done any of the Anomaly stuff. But I have taken a look at the ideology ones where it's like, oh, it's just like make what is basically a religion. Like, okay, that just adds another layer onto all of this stuff. That's nice. I feel like some of these areas should have had more enemies. I feel like they would have had more enemies if I was like in a harder difficulty. But no, I chose normal. I chose normal. I wanted to be normal. What? I hit him first. Stupid fucks. Fuck it. What? Oh, there's a I forgot it lingers. Forgot it lingers. Yeah, I guess the big thing today is, oh boy, that Oblivion remaster that got rumored a year ago shadow dropped, and it's Oblivion. but now it has a funny like coat of paint on it. A funny coat of paint of Unreal Engine 5. Like, it's not even built in Unreal Engine 5. The graphics like layer is Unreal Engine 5. It is legitimately a creation engine game with Unreal Engine 5 graphics. Like, you couldn't just build one or the other. No. And then Knack released the gate, crushing him on top.
Well, it certainly took a long time and a great deal of effort, but we're finally here. Our target is nothing less than the complete destruction of Gundahar's manufacturing capability and all existing inventory of weapons. So, where would you like to start?
How about that building?
Ha, good.
Weapons factory. I wonder how long this fucking level will take. If there was just be another spot of why does it keep going? Why does it keep going? Why does it keep going? Granted, I don't even feel like this game should be considered a 3D platformer. Like, I'm at that point. Like, the amount of 3D platforming this game has is kind of not there. Kind of like a family-friendly action game.
This looks to be some kind of factory for weapons parts.
It looks like the cutscenes are once again running at 30. Like, every now and then there's this like segment that is platformer. But I feel like that is not the main thrust. The main thrusty. Thrusty. Thirsty?
You suck!
Shut up. God damn it, why is it I got hit when you said that? Hello, Avalon. Crusty. The Krusty Krab's crusty cunt. Wait, hold on. I have to get heal. Hello, Torvar. I don't know why half of that didn't. Damn. Yeah, I guess you got a free Dante.
Nice.
Now in Metal Knack.
Looking good, Knack. Careful, Knack. That magnet will strip away all those metal parts you've just picked up.
Well, yeah, but it ain't moving, so, like, what could I do about it? Accountism. Oh, god damn it. Why did I look at chat? Do that. Look at chat thinking that I'm gonna be a-okay with everything. It is like, oh. No. Fuck off. Not even a frog, you piece of shit. Oh, 30.
More weapons parts. We'll need to find a better target. Shutting down this building isn't going to accomplish much.
What if you just blow up the entire factory? The game is... Come on. Come on. Okay, they made sure there was another one right there. They knew. They were like, well, what if a person doesn't go back to get a thing? It's like, no, they will. But what if they don't? Oh my god, I got something to unlock. Dark Knack. Oh. Oh, I just can't. Fuck off. That's bullshit. Oh, I have to do that segment, this part of this. Well, since I don't have to. Hello, Rommel. Knack and the power of Juju. No. So then again, I'd probably be equally as miserable in that game. Maybe. Let's see. Boop, and then boop. Huh. Okay, so yeah, that filled it all up. And the game was like, no, you're going to have a cutscene, so... Power dude. Okay. Boop. Okay, I'm at the point where I can one punch them. Until the game takes that away.
Now, what are they doing here?
I don't know. Seems like they just have a shitty animation playing. That does remind me. I do need to at least update the media thread. I haven't done that with I haven't done it for Sackboy. Knack, deaf to all orcs. Hello, Jadowski. I mean, that's why it seems. Well, they're not orcs. They're goblins.
We're getting closer. They seem to be assembling the parts into tanks and other weapons.
Wow. Almost like this is a weapon factory. Wait, hold on. Oh, I don't even get the parts from there. Nope. It's kind of fucked up that, like, I like certain aspects of this game, but it's other aspects that I just really don't care about.
What if Knack absorbed a bunch of butt plugs?
Well, they would have to have some weird butt plug power before he can do that. Knack and the power of butt plugs. I don't know. What powers would the butt plugs give him? So then again, like, not everything gives him powers, so. Knack and the power of anal beads. It might take a villain lately. Like you. Okay, it doesn't really matter because it's gonna play a cutscene. If butt plug gives no power, he just becomes a degenerate. Oh, he becomes like me then. Cool. All right. What part is this? Oh, wow. We got 2 more parts for the secret detector. Is that the segment resets you to default, then there's no true save. I mean, at least this has, I guess. Well, no, it doesn't have a save. It just has checkpoints. So there is no save game. Absorb the remains of the world. Oh, no, 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 no. It's fine, Knack. They'll be indestructible. The most patriotic Knack imaginable. Straight does the same thing when each chapter resets. What every inventory. Ah, that sucks.
Hello, Doctor.
Charlotte! But how?
Do you mean what happened after you left me to die?
Wait, what?
After I fell into the chasm, goblins found me and brought me to their leader, Gundahar.
It just...
He nursed me back to health. Well, mostly anyway. This leg never really was the same again.
We got some Vicodin for that.
For weeks. If I didn't find you, it's because you were already gone.
So you say.
It's the truth. So, what about all this?
Gundahar needed my help, and I gave it to him. First, I made better weapons and better armor, so he could defend himself against those goblin tribes that would hurt him. And later, I made other things.
You know the weapons you have built have been used against our settlements.
I know now. I guess Gundahar took care of his enemies in the goblin tribes and began looking for a way to take revenge on humans for the Crystal Wars. As soon as I learned, I stopped.
Charlotte, I am so sorry for everything. But whatever happened,
The Crystal
together
War.
again now. Please, we don't have much time. Come with me.
No.
What? Why not?
I've caused far too much suffering and destruction. I'm not fit for human company any longer.
No, don't be
He
silly.
helped the goblins genocide. True.
I see. If you ever change your mind, please, call me. No matter where I am, I will come for you.
I like how, like, I thought they were
Oh,
lovers,
Doctor.
but then she just refers to him as Doctor. Like, is Doctor your first name? I mean, I doubt it. Dr. Boyfriend. We can't Dr. Girlfriend this shit. I mean, at very least, Dr. Mrs. the Monarch made sense. As a joke. This game wants me to take this seriously.
You're gonna need to stay far back so you don't get electrocuted. Better yet, I'll meet you up top that hill. I'm guessing that's where we'll find Gundahar.
Electrocution here would be a fitting end. She doesn't love me anymore.
Well, I'm no human, but it seems a bit more complex than that. Now you make sure you're long gone before the fireworks start.
Hey, listen!
He lost his will to live, yeah. You think Knack would absorb the plenty uranium he used to kill people and poison them? Do you think that he would use his radioactive Knack semen to give Mary Jane cancer? Wait. Oh. That's what this does. Wait. Yeah, this is a secret. Yo, another double battery part. I only need one more. Is Knack penis all jagged? I don't know. Like, Knack's penis could be anything. It could be a bunch of squares, it could be a bunch of orbs, or it could be a bunch of triangles. Or it could be like the most weird like set of anal beads you have ever seen. We don't know. We have to contemplate the shape of Knack's penis. She has millions of deaths on hand. I can fix her. Yeah, fine. No, I mean, like, I understand that. Like, even from another perspective, it's like, yeah, I can fix her. What are you talking about? I can fix her. Who does he? Is there a Knack at? I don't know. I don't think he yeah. It's not about having a Knackette. It's about having, it's about being a toy, a nice little toy for others to use. You know what? Fuck it. Ah, you dumb cat. I like how there's the funny ads happening, but I'm like, no, I don't care. It's fucking Knack. Nobody cares about watching Knack. Oh, wait, hold on. Shit. Your purpose is to kill goblin. Knack's purpose is unknown. Like, why was Knack built? Is he a weapon? We are definitely using him as a weapon. Fuck. What? Nope. Oh great, now we have tanks. Nope, nope, nope. Are you serious? What? Icky purple. No, because I'm not a fucking frog, you piece of shit. Of course, cutscene.
Now that's more like it. Time to take care of a few tanks and planes.
Oh, I can't carry it right this second? Damn. Damn it. Okay, that went by quicker. Quicker picker upper bounty. Fake wall. And then we got... Yo, only one more part for the secret detector. Here we are, chapter 9 of 13.
Knack, you've destroyed half my army in Monteverde. And now you've come to finish the job. Why?
You ask why? You destroyed human outposts and invaded their cities. And for what? Sunstones and relics?
Knack, I'm merely righting a wrong. Today goblins live primitive lives in the forests and mountains. But before the Crystal Wars, we had our cities and our civilization. I simply seek to return to those times.
And I'm simply here to show you that attacks on the humans will not be ignored.
You are their tool!
This would make more sense if we would see what the Crystal Wars were.
Destroy this monster.
Like, it feels like awkward and weird. Like, okay, just even like as a statement, it's like, okay, the goblins are evil because they attack, okay, human civilization. Okay, that in of itself sounds fine. They're taking vengeance upon a war. How long ago was that war? Are we talking about like 50 years ago? Are we talking about like 100 years ago? Like it's the Attack on Titan situation, right? Like, no, it's the Attack on Titan situation where it's like Attack on Titan's entire thing is like you have the implication of, oh, Marley is in the wrong. And Marley is warmongering and everything else, but then you get the context of, oh yeah, the Elden Empire was like a horrible empire that lasted for thousands of fucking years. And like people lived in fear. And it's like recent history too, because it was within the last like 100 years or so. But it's this kind of thing of like, you could have just had the goblins just be evil warmongers and that's it. But then you have to add that the little thing of humans drove the goblins out of their civilizations. Okay. So why? How long ago was that? Like, at least Attack on Titan's like entire thing was like the cycle of violence. Hooray, the cycle of violence. What are you trying to say in this one? And it's weird because like these, it feels like you don't even have to have the goblins be the main enemies because they're not the main enemy. So then it just becomes, well, what was the purpose of the goblins? Besides to have fantasy racism.
So many weapons.
But like fantasy racism that
They've all
that doesn't have a lesson. No. You know what? No. No. That gets too close. I know you can't. It's fake. But no. They're goblins. We kill men. We kill their men and take their. It's like if you had just that, if you just had them be barbaric and like no thoughts, head empty, I would be fine with it. Because I'm not sitting back and saying that you can't have an evil race, because I do think you can absolutely have evil races. I'm just sitting back and saying like you're kind of like it's fucking weird. It's not even like we're trying to build back towards a future or a better like thing and understanding. It's once again that line at the beginning of the game of like a typical goblin always living in the past. It doesn't matter who conquered whose cities. Like, what? The goblins are mad we stole their short stacks. I know, but like we don't even get to see the short stacks. If we stole their short stacks, I would understand like why they would be mad. Like, we took your women. And they're happy with our cocks. Conquer more goblin cities. And it's definitely because of resources. Because they're like, they call it the Crystal Wars. So it definitely means that like... It definitely implies that it's a war over resources.
Let's go have a chat with him.
It's a war over resources.
Hey, listen!
Kakazave series is Goblin sympathizer. I mean, but haven't you seen Goblin women? Like they're nice and sexy and have like and are the perfect size to fuck. They're the perfect owner hole. How can I hate them? How can I hate short stacks? Long as I've had the technocyclones. You rather fuck the sword.
Not so fast. Okay, I got him. Now what?
I wasn't sure that would work. What took me 20 years to build, your creature took 20 minutes to destroy.
Hey,
Do you
listen!
love destruction so much, Doctor?
When destruction brings peace, yes. Yes, I do.
Even if I'm defeated, peace won't come. Goblins will rise against humans. What happened today won't prevent that revolution.
No, but it will delay it. Some rebalancing has to happen, yes.
What
but your right is not the
balance?
way.
Like what?
Naughty, naughty.
But here's the thing.
I will.
Okay, it's goblins are at least intelligent. So is there something?
Sure he will at that. But we've fought a long time before he can build up again.
Did we?
Now, let's go find that key.
What's the purpose of this? No, legitimately, what's the purpose of this? We went to their factory, we destroyed that factory, now the goblin story is done. Look, he ran off like a Saturday morning cartoon villain.
Well,
Just
the doc doesn't listen to most people. I wouldn't take it personally. Does he, ever talk about your parents?
No.
You ever wonder why the doc takes care of you instead of me?
Well, that's an easy one. You're never around.
That's true. I would make a very bad parent. Always wandering off somewhere.
okay, okay.
You think
This
you
is-
fight with the doc. My little sister. I mean, your mother. That was something to see. Half the time they worked together, she was telling him off about something or another.
Is this?
What I'm trying to say is, you take after her. You're smart.
Hold on.
But that's not all. When you talk back to the doc, Make him think about what it is that he's doing. That's when I'm the proudest of you.
Is this Chris Sabat?
Try not to judge him. He can't help the way he is.
Proud of me, huh?
Very. Come on, let's finish unloading. Get some sleep. We got a big
Like it trying to do. Wait, hold on. Hey y'all, Knack would be 2014, 13.
Morning. It's done. Knack took out Gundahar's entire weapons operation. We can hunt for the key
Because it almost sounds like the voice that he puts on
found Charlotte alive.
What?
it with like All Might, or
She doesn't want
it's either that or his
What do you
sight.
mean alive? What happened out there?
Well, that's a story for another time. So, where's the cave painting?
Well, the path leads through those ruins and up that cliff. Pretty rough going. Lucas and I scouted ahead and did a bit of setup this morning.
Well, good. Let's go.
No, I guess not. There's just something about like the voice that was like, this reminds me of All Might. Like, for the wrong message. Shut up. So as I mentioned on Twitter, the reason why I felt tired last night, and as soon as I went to bed,
I know goblins.
I started thinking,
do. A place like this should be crawling with them.
it turns out I took some acetaminophen, and it turns out the acetaminophen that I bought was the PM version. So basically, I just took Tylenol PM last night, thinking that I just have a headache, not knowing that, oh yeah, it's the PM version with like sleep aid. Fucking. So I had to go. So the first thing I did today, because I slept for 13 hours, like I didn't wait. I went to bed at midnight as soon as I was done last night, and I slept until like 1 p.m. As soon as I got back up, I was like, I'm just going to drive to the Dollar General a couple of blocks away and pick up regular acetaminophen. Yeah, no, I literally just slept. And I wouldn't say I haven't slept that good in a while, but I did sleep. I slept. Fuck. Yee. Boop. Is that code for meth? No, it's the generic for Tylenol. Acetaminophen is the fucking generic for Tylenol.
Careful in that breeze.
It's sold in your stores. Like Walmart and Kroger and all those other funny places. Fuck. Huh? Oh, you're not actually saying it right? What? I'm not saying acetaminophen. Okay, first of all, I fucking hate actual names for drugs because they're all bad. Okay? It's like, oh, spell microphenolate, you motherfuckers. Acid, ace, but it has ace. ACE. Actometaphit? No, that sounds. I fucking hate the names for drugs. I fucking hate the names for drugs. Like, I swear to God, you showcase any name for a drug, and it's like, no, this is bad. Oh, cool. I got an invention. Like I sit there and I have to, like, every couple of weeks, like, order my dad's medications, and I know I'm probably pronouncing half of them wrong outside of like one or two things. Because you just look at it, it's like, how do you pronounce this? And it's like, I don't know, just throw words out.
First time I came here,
Fucking like 10 syllable or 10 lettered word. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, this, no, wrong. I mean, it's actually this.
These
Fuck.
aren't elevators. They can't rise until you get off them, so you'll have to do half of the work. Just think of it as climbing a very long staircase.
If I pretend like, what med do I need? I mean, I should really just do that. It's like, anytime I sit back and say, it's like, hey, what's in stock? What do you have listed that I need? It's literally one of those things of I won't process it in my brain until somebody says it, which I do a lot. Most of the times, like, I have to hear the word before I'm able to pronounce it.
Yeah, I free climbed it.
I don't know why I just still continue to think about it. It's like, fucking goddamn. Like, I feel like the worst thing in the world is to sit back and like maybe tell, like, put any of those, like, any kind of like name for like a drug, and like as like a spelling bee. It's like, spell mycophenolate. I'm like, you can go kiss my ass. Think about it, and them Duke houses thing. What was it that had like? Yeah, aren't you just a couple? It's like, I don't take drugs. Like, the best I do is drink, okay?
Whatever it is, something in those rocks is interfering with the platforms. Let's be careful.
Okay, it's time for time jumps. I love Flop too. It is kind of as if Dante had tit. I know, and now he took it away, so it's fucking fucked up. Meanwhile,
You're safe.
Yes, I survived their attack. But all our hard work was destroyed.
That you brought upon yourself. You should never have used my creations against human settlements.
They are our oppressors. And when you stopped your work, you hurt us all. With better weapons than these, we could have defeated them.
With better weapons, Monteverde would be a smoking hole in the ground. It sounds like you just want my help to exterminate the humans.
Charlotte, the humans are our natural enemies. We took you in because you helped us in our struggle. But the truth is, we won't rest until every human is dead.
Okay, so now we're at... Okay, fine. He's genocidal.
But if you refuse to rebuild the weapons factory...
At very least, we've made him genocidal. So that, I guess, helps.
Doctor, come save me. Please.
What I'm saying is, like, if you just give context, like the Crystal War, instead of like alluding to something that happened that makes like humans and goblins opposed to each other than like, oh, the goblins had crystals and then we took the crystals, and because of this cycle of violence, and now this guy wants all the humans dead. I don't know, it just feels weird for, like, a game like this? It's just weird that, like, you could have just removed the goblins from this and you would have, like, a story about, like, discovering ruins and solving the mystery of what Knack is. And that would work.
Feel a little woozy.
And thank you, Torvar, for the sub.
You can almost afford 1 tank of gas.
Oh. Well, oh, I can't do this until I have, like,
Shut up, bitch!
well, here's the thing. Well, let's see. 6. Yeah, I guess. Oh, you attacked on the way down. I didn't think you would be able to do. I don't know why I did that again. That makes save big of Brazon. Huh? Actually, count as the thing that might between both things. Is that I might have forgotten how big the booba was to begin with when I did the Dante outfit, and even the bunny girl outfit, that it might have not been as accurate. Okay, now can I deal with you? No? Okay, yeah, now I can deal with you.
That cave entrance was too narrow to get the platforms through. So, we're gonna have to use ropes the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Message from the oh, that this is a new segment? Okay.
Shut up, bitch!
Failed him this time. I don't know. I think Freezy just like man booba instead of girl booba. Every girl getting gobhead. Oh no. Oh. Whoops. At least I was able to take all that damage. Cut Shane.
Just a bit further to the cave with that painting in it.
What if chapter 10 is actually short? Whoops. What about goblins, huh?
No gabapentin tonight, Zava.
No, I didn't. Not gabapentin.
Goblin needs
Acetaminophen.
nuts.
This doesn't work when we're dealing with a game about goblins. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if that really was effective. Don't think the setup really worked. But no, I haven't been, I didn't take gabapentin. Okay, it's acetaminophen or whatever. Acetaminophen or whatever the fuck that people call it. It's not like I don't have gabapentin, but it worked. I don't know. I felt like it was so lackluster. Like, even, like, when you said it, I kind of just went, oh, okay, cool. We need to do a better job. Mr. Their viewers, THERE viewers.
It's pronounced as eat. Oh, men slash effort.
Ass eat oh Minfin. You jelly? Am I jelly of you being called? No, I'm not jelly of Mumkey calling you retarded.
Just one more.
Ryder! Knack!
Hang on, Doc.
Why? Okay. You know, this... You should have better climbing gear.
Nice swan dive, Ryder. Didn't think you had it in
I
you.
wish a monkey would call me retarded.
You all right, Doc? Just a little further. Owned it.
Door. Hey, is this not a door? Nah. Oh. We have to open the door. And get on the
I
floor.
can see the entrance to the cave.
Hey, work a little harder.
I don't know. I feel like I'm working plenty hard.
What a shame.
Yeah, see? You hit another checkpoint.
You go ahead and hit that switch, Knack.
We're lazy as fuck. Hit that switch, Knack. No. Why can't you? Fuck.
Just a little further, Knack.
Galbo training ground. Oh no, now there's two of them. Oh wait, never mind. That wasn't two of them.
So I was reading an isekai manga about a guy in a video game world and his classy GF, and I thought Zava would probably like the part where they beat an insect queen by forcing it to vor one of its spawn before it could fire out its poisonous fumes. Too bad Zava can't read.
Door is here.
And there's the real key right next to it. Knack, that doesn't look much like you, does it?
Not so much.
And behind the door, we
I
can
mean, the
see
latter part is not really that
giant
sexy.
relics in incredible numbers.
There's some writing here. It's not good news. It says that beyond this door is tremendous danger. It mentions a great transformation as well, but it's hard to tell exactly what that means. The rest is gone.
Not what we were hoping for then.
Bugging the child's pendant was such a clever idea of yours, Katrina.
This map shows the location of the key. It's in a maze of some kind. I have placed the key in a labyrinth of my own devising, in the hopes that only one with the wisdom to use it properly may pass the tests.
Victor, I think he's talking about you.
Yes, but where is it?
The maze appears to be somewhere under Obelisk Mountain. Huh. I always wondered what was hiding down there. Now, how long will it take us to get there?
We're going there?
Well, yes. The least we can do is to get to the key before Victor does. Don't worry, I'll be careful.
Oh,
It'll be fine.
that'll be the day. You do whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, and no matter how crazy it is, no one ever tries to stop the great doctor.
What is up your ass right now? You try to write a you're trying to write a movie.
Stop me if I was about to do something foolish, wouldn't you?
That I would. Come on, Doc. The ropes are waiting.
Sure. Sure. Okay, so that was the end of chapter 10. So at least we had a shorter chapter.
We're almost there.
I'll start looking for some place to put down.
We are at the point in the story where the protags have dramatic mood swings like they are toddlers.
That airship must be a mile long.
Hey, listen!
Just really interested in how a mangaka was basically, oh, okay, what's the main girl's gonna be like, and he's just with Clissy. At least that's what I assumed happened. It's been more like 50 chapters worth of Clissy and hasn't recruited anyone else into this main part. I mean, okay. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that motherfucker played Chrono Cross and was like, it's such a shame that you just the clown character was only in your party for just that little amount of time. You just you'll just damn it. Harl was so wasted. Yeah, Harl. Man, Chrono Cross is such a disappointment. Like, if it was trying to be its own thing, it would have been fine. The moment they put it as Chrono Trigger, it like, it fucking negated everything that game was trying to fucking do. We gonna be Chrono Cross, we understand. Like, no, you really don't. I have a feeling Yuji Horii knows a thing or two about having a nice adventurous story than you do. I knew Trigger was this. Yeah, like, I never knew Trigger exists. I knew about Chrono Cross because a review in EGM, and that's it. Indicates when Knack's near relics. So, but still, just saying, Harl is a very good place of just going, yeah, fuck it, Clussy. Like that's a good awakening to Clussy. You know, there's a part of me that thinks because of what they were doing with like the Chrono Cross remaster and having Radical Dreamers and like needing both to get like that little bitty hidden ending thing, that they might have actually done something or be doing something, but fuck if I know. I mean, hell, this is a... Like, supposedly they're doing, like, not on par with Final Fantasy VII, but, like, something with Final Fantasy IX. Like, I know they keep on saying remake, but, like, it's, like, not a remake on the tier as, like, 7. Which means that it'll at least not be the weird fuckiness of 7. But at the same point in time, I'm kind of sitting there going, well, just... like, we already have the remasters. It was also kind of funny. Like, I think when I saw, like... It's really funny watching people go, oh man, Final Fantasy IX, when it was like Switch 2 trailer, and my brain instantly went Bravely Default. Because I knew what Bravely Default was. God, should I even do Bravely Default? Like, oh god, it's not a Switch 2 exclusive right now, is it? Oh, god. Like, if it becomes part of other consoles, at very least, it won't have the thing that will make me... Well, no, it can't. it can't actually do that. It has to be designed like it is. I should say as a thing, there's a very good reason why I won't stream Bravely Default 1 off of like a 3DS emulation. As a VTuber, there is a good reason. And I kind of wonder how a certain event in that game will go. And I'm curious on that regards. So that's why I would be kind of like okay with streaming that game, but considering everything that's kind of going on with the Switch 2, I'm a little bit more hesitant. They better keep the hours. So yeah, honestly, it is definite. Like, I would want them to have the art style of the weird, like, bobble-headed big characters. That I think is key to, like, certain games' art styles. Kind of, like, I feel like that is more key to that series than anything else. Unlike 7, where you had Advent Children, Crisis Core, Before Crisis, and Dirge of Cerberus to kind of justify the more quote-unquote realistic style. Like, 9 does not have that, and I would like him to keep like the 9 style in the way it is.
Hey, work a little harder.
It's fine.
No! Hey, work a little harder.
No, I'm going to work as about as hard as I was previously.
You suck.
What hit me? Fine. What? One shot. Okay, you know what? I am definitely going to have to use this remove right there. Fuck it. I am building up a lot more super due to finally finding something. Yeah, you know, okay, when is... It's tomorrow night. I have to pause in the middle of tomorrow night. Because that's when the Switch 2 pre... At least for Walmart. Fuck. At very least, oh, wait, no, that's actually going to be worse because I'm playing ship. I have to make sure that, like, none of y'all see my bullshit as I have to pre-order. Have to pre-order because Burner wants the fucking system because he's like, well, if I don't pre-order now, then, you know, odds are, you know, you won't get the bundle. They might not pull down the price. They might increase the price. You never know. Supposedly half of fucking Nintendo's production is still in China. Man, this game kind of just started chugging for a second. Yeah, no, it's available until fall 2025. They didn't say what month, but it's definitely a thing of buy it. As I said, it is definitely a thing of they want to make sure that people have a reason to buy the system right at launch and not wait. It's a FOMO thing.
Who made this place?
Not Guardians. Too recent for that. Some human built all this.
Nah, fuck it. I just kind of hate the fact that it will mean that I am not getting a physical copy. Fucking.
So, key is in here, huh?
Which means I have to use its the stupid like when I get my own Switch 2, assuming the thing like they reduce the price, or I save up enough money.
We've caught up.
Looks like they're trying to brute force it. Hardly the spirit of the labyrinth, eh, Doctor?
Have to do that virtual memory card or virtual card thing. Sweet. Shit. Wind fire. The thing about it is, it's like, once again, like, I think Mario Kart World looks good. Like, I even watched the fucking direct, and I think it looks really good. I just don't think it's for fucking $80. Like, nothing about that game showcases me that that's worth $80. Rather get just some money to pre-order and pay the rest at launch. Yeah, it's not an issue of that. It's... How do I put this? I wouldn't mind paying like to buy 2 systems and games. It wouldn't be... We were okay with taking our fucking like the credit card and spending $1,000 between the both of us. But when it's now at the point where you're kind of sitting back and kind of going, well, wait a second. It would either be $9.50 for one game, and it would either have to be $4.50 or twice, where it's $900, and then $80 for a video game. For one video game, or it becomes $9.50 total.
Knack is back.
It just kind of it rubs me the wrong way when it's like, okay, but you don't get a physical copy of this game. If it was like a fucking like physical copy bundled with it, then fine, sure, maybe. But because it's digital, it just becomes, well, now you have to use the virtual memory card thing. Hello, Sean. It's going all right. And then coupled with the fact that the Japanese version is $350, which, as I mentioned, there is nothing production-wise that makes the system $350. Like, there's no differences besides fucking region-free, I should say, between the Japanese-only version and this version. And region-free is not something at a hardware level. It is at a fucking software firmware level. It just feels like either A, the 450 is what it was going to be with tariffs. Like, not even with tariffs. How do I put this? 450 was either what it was going to be despite tariffs, or how do I... The 450 is where it was going to be even without tariffs. Or before the first set. How do I put this? The 450 is with tariffs, but like when it was going to be, the tariffs aren't going to be that bad. There. They're still going to eat the cost on, like, eat the cost, period. It feels like they're just squeezing. And they're squeezing because of FOMO. And that's the reason why fucking Mario Kart is 80. Talking about... No, I'm not even talking about Oblivion Remaster.
Am I worried about tariffs? Yeah, I'm worried my hog will tear if I keep cranking it, Kappa.
Yeah, it's... How do I put this? I just have to say it about a different way. It's like... Either they kind of knew something was going to happen and they adjusted, but like they wanted to squeeze it out of every country. Or it is legitimately... No, they just want to think that they're... How do I put this? It's Nintendo having that issue that they've always kind of had, where they think their software should be sold at a premium because it's worth a premium price. Well, everybody else goes, all that's going to do is make it so that consumers just don't buy your shit. I feel like video games do not have that video games, when you see pricing, nobody goes, oh, this video game is $80, it must be good. Nobody does that. Nobody looks at the price of a video game and goes, this game is $80, it must be an amazing video game. Okay, I need to stop being so close to him. People just judge it based upon word of mouth. It's not like a car, right? It's not like, oh, this car costs, like, this car is 2,500 or 25,000, sorry. This car is amazing. No, they legitimately sit back and want to know how well a video game is. Yeah, they think their shit don't stink. They think that, like, people are willing to pay that much money because it's that, oh, it's Donkey Kong Country Returns. It's worth $60 because everybody loved Donkey Kong Country Returns. Please disregard the fact that it's made by Forever Interactive, or this version was ported by Forever Interactive, and has problems that the original game does not have. I don't know how someone at Nintendo sat back and thought, fuck, Returns will always piss me off.
Listen.
Like, learning about the issues that game has. Have a good night, Accountism. Like, it's not worth 60.
When the key is used,
for fuck's sakes, like, like, I think Metroid Prime Remasters were 40.
And the face of the Earth will be changed forever.
Kid, what does that mean?
Does that mean Metroid Prime is a garbage game? Hell no. Is this just like run from them? I don't see any other reason for this. It's like I literally like Deltarune Chapter 2 comes out the exact same day as comes out the exact same day as the Switch 2. It's gonna have chapters 3 and 4. What? What? Oh, it's time-based. That's what. Like, I don't think anybody's gonna sit back and, like, odds are that's gonna be like $20. I don't think anybody is going to sit there and go, oh, $20 for this? Oh, it must be garbage. Like, I don't think people think like that anymore. I don't think people think like that at all about video games. They just want to know if a video game's good, and that's when it becomes worth their time and money. I think, like, there are some games, and hell, there are some games that people won't pay an exorbitant amount of money on. Like, some games basically live and die based upon their price tag. You're more willing to give a game a chance for a lower price tag. Even new IPs. I guaranteed half the friends. Okay, I don't know what the genre is actually called, because nobody has actually called it a genre yet that isn't lethal-like. But I have heard it being referred to as friend slop. So I'm just going to refer to them as friend slop games. Even though I don't think they're terrible games, right? Just more or less like that's the term I've heard. But do you think like games like Lethal Company and Repo or whatnot would have anywhere near the success that they probably have had if they were priced at like $40, $50, hell, even $60? Like, that's the problem I have with Nintendo's line of thinking. It's just so kind of like old school thought. And I know that fucking I know there's been the interviews with Reggie Fils-Aimé going around, and as I said, I don't think Reggie was always the best choice with Nintendo, but I think he was always kind of right about the whole, yeah, you should like package something with your console. It's like when the PS5 was revealed 5 years ago, like, people didn't have that mentality. Like, people still had the mentality of, why should I upgrade from a PS4 to a PS5? And even if the idea was, well, you can play all of these games at better resolutions with better frame rates for free, you didn't really have to upgrade. It's just like, hey, a game that had like a PS4 Pro mode will automatically have this. It will automatically have better load times because of the SSD, period. It won't have like perfect load times versus like a PS5 bespoke version. But like, one of the most common criticisms I saw right after Sony's presentation is, why should I get a PS5? when I can play all these games on my PS4. It's like people aren't going to care that these games play better. Weirdly enough, that is not going to be the focal point. I don't know how, like, I don't know how I came back to this entire thing again. But, and if the reason to get this system is to play the games you already own at better resolutions, I don't know. I don't think that has as much of an audience as you'd like to think. I sure enjoy playing games at better resolutions and better frame rates. But as I said, if people made that criticism with the PS5 at the PS5's like reveal, like, I don't believe that the Switch 2 even has the same chance as well. Especially when you're so bad at like saying that, hell, you're so bad at even saying to begin with that you won't need upgrades for some of these games to have like improvements. Like, that's within an article that they put out after the fact that says, yeah, when we did our solution to allow for backwards compatibility within these games, we found that like even Switch games, that certain Switch games were running better, which that's definitely Switch games that maybe had unlocked frame rates or like dynamic resolutions or things like that. Okay, I'm just gonna but you didn't mention that in your funny direct. You could have taken 5 seconds to mention that in your direct and showed it off. It's like, this is a Switch game. This is a Switch game running on the Switch 2 just without an update. And this is a Switch game if you decide that you want to upgrade to a Switch 2 version.
We've got company.
They didn't want to go through the labyrinth, which is a straight line.
We'll have to hurry. Can't let them get their hands on that key.
Like, that would kind of, it's like that kind of justifies the price a little bit in my head. But then again, it's like, if I hadn't already gone through some of the games last year, like Brothership and Zelda, where I can point obviously to like, oh, the frame rate dips here, or, you know, whatnot, like, I still don't see the point in getting a Switch 2. I mean, I do, like, the one thing that I would want to do with this channel, and the reason why I'm staving off this thing till next year, is play those Xenoblade games, because one of the things about the Xenoblade games is they have dynamic resolution. And if the Switch 2's well, I can't say it's not really emulation as much as it is, it's the same technology that's used in Proton and things like that, where it's running a compatibility layer with the hardware, which is kind of like what Steam Deck does. Because if you don't know, Steam Deck is a Linux-based system. A lot of games on Windows a lot of video games on PC don't have a Linux version. There are Linux versions of those games, and those games will run better on Steam Deck. But you need a compatibility layer.
Doctor, I'll grant you that.
Victor.
And he brought a few friends to back him up, too. I believe the score's 2-1. Looking to go best of 5?
Best of 5? Best of 7? No. This is the final battle. We've come prepared. If they all can't finish you off, then this will.
Think of it as a poisoned relic. It disrupts the arcane energies that bind your parts together. Not that we understand your arcane energies, but one doesn't have to understand something in order to destroy it.
He did a dodge roll.
Quickly, into the tunnel.
Thanks, Knack!
Okay, all you did was introduce that the enemies have, like, poison relics.
This time, I want you to take no chances. First, get me the key. Then, destroy Knack.
What if you also need Knack as well as the key?
It'll take Victor a while to break through that.
Why?
Don't matter. Yeah, like one of the things I want to do was like Xenomake Chronicles, where I go through all the Xeno. Oh hey, now we have all the secrets. Congratulations, you have a function that you should have had at the beginning of the game. Or like at least sometime soon. Yeah, as I said, I kind of see the point of a Switch 2 just from the sheer fact of
Game.
a little bit. I still see like a reason to get a Switch 2 in general. I just know that like my reasoning to get a Switch 2 is not the same reasoning most people would get a Switch 2. And the average consumer is not going to get a Switch 2 because of that. And on top of that, if you get an $80 game, like as I said, like I don't understand why you would get one. Those of it are high, but that doesn't mean scalpers are buying. Yeah, like
We beat Victor to it.
that becomes the entire thing. Is
You think you can make that jump?
I will pause this for a second. Used to be you have a thing called loss leaders. Consoles used to be loss leaders. Sell the console at a loss, which Nintendo might as well be doing because at least within the United States. You sell the console at a loss because it gets more consumers onto your platform, and then more people are willing to buy games upon your platform, and you make money off of that. Everybody pays a licensing fee, and in this day and age, everybody, if you are selling a digital copy of your game, especially third parties, you are making like Nintendo is making more money off of third parties, usually another 30%, and Nintendo is basically taking home full profit, all the money from a digital version of the game, because you no longer have the manufacturing costs and you don't have the costs that you have to pay retail partners. That's the whole point of the digital ecosystem, you know, and the reason why a lot of companies would want to sit back and phase out physical. It saves costs, and the biggest thing that retailers would have to sit back and go, no, don't do that, is they won't carry your product. They probably would not carry your product unless you either A, give them a kickback, or B, you give them a way for them to like go through them to buy a digital copy in some way, shape, or form. There is little to no reason for Nintendo to be selling $80 games. Because the way I look at it, and I know I keep on running in circles because I'm bad at like saying my thoughts out loud without like writing them down. I do not think the majority of the audience, the casual audience, the audience that's going to sit back and buy your system for families and whatnot, are going to look at $80 and not go, no. And then when they're trying to look for something else, it becomes, well, why should I buy this thing when the only thing that you have is this $80 game and then this $70 game? Everything else is going to be on other platforms, including your previous platform. Why should I buy this? And that's going to be the primary proposition that Nintendo's giving consumers. And I think that outside of scalpers, which, I mean, hell, scalpers even tried to scalp the fucking PS5 Pro. And I think that was laughable. I just don't think it's not going to have the same success. It's not going to have the same success because it's not a unique product. I'm not going to sit back and say Steam Deck cuts into it, because I do think that those are two different audiences. And there is something to be said about...
I love living through the Wii U again.
I do. I do think it's not the same thing, because on one hand, I could sit back and say, well, a game made for the Switch 2 is made for the Switch 2. There's hardly any games made for the Steam Deck unless they have a Linux port. So, like, most of Steam Deck's games aren't running natively upon the Steam Deck, just kind of like how your Switch games aren't technically running natively on the Switch 2. It's running through a compatibility layer.
Secrets of the ages.
So there might be
Doctor,
issues.
Didn't you understand anything the cave painting said?
You can't possibly comprehend what this key represents. I mean, the scientific...
But even then,
I comprehend. It means
it's still not the same audience. I don't think that's really the case.
Well, this is pointless. Knack, go
But
get it.
the proposition, like, I still have more of a proposition of buying a Switch 2 than I ever do buying a Series X at this point. The last thing that I would want a Series X for came out like a month ago or 2 months ago in the form of the Sonic Unleashed PC port.
It's just like I said. No matter how crazy the plan, no one will ever stop the great doctor.
Doc, the kid is right.
Oh. 2 against 1 now, is it?
Doctor.
It's like, well, the only thing that I would be buying an Xbox Series thing for would be if I wanted to be a cheapskate, use Game Pass to play a bunch of games that have been coming out from Microsoft, and I don't want to stream it through the PC. That is not the average consumer. That is my own, like, situation.
All right, then. Let's destroy it. Knack, I need you to take care of the key before Victor can get his hands on it. It's, just too dangerous.
Are you fighting a giant robot now?
I'll take that.
Amazing. You did nothing. You fucked it up. You screwed the pooch. How did you not know the giant robot there?
Don't go anywhere. Once I've delivered the key to Victor, you're all mine.
You know what? She's smart. She's just leaving. She realizes that, like, it's stupid to try to fight right this second. That's the most genius thing anybody's done so far. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that, like, I'll see a price drop. And if it becomes like $350, it's just like execute. Like, I will execute on that. Because of God, like, even the idea of, okay, we're selling the dock. The dock is $120. the one thing that might have given me a reason to like maybe buy a dock instead of just taking, you know, just buying the like, you know, buying a dock just for as a temporary measure. Like, no, that's gonna be like a third of the system cost. What the fuck? Or nearly a third of the system cost, to say. It'd be nice because all I have to do was take the Switch 2 instead of the dock itself. Because hell, I'm not even sure, like, after Dong Mei Kong, I'm not even sure what I'm going to start. Because Mario Kart is nothing. And I don't think I'll do Switch 2 coverage on the day it releases. Just because I'm not sure if I will even have time. Or if I will even have one. I did do a launch stream of the PS5. Which was me playing Astro.
Relic is now deep inside. How does it feel, Knack?
Wait, is that it? That's a fight?
They've cleared the path for me. See you later, if you survive.
Ooh. I won't last long at this rate. Better find more relics before I melt away to nothing.
I just realized they give like Knack like 2 round orbs for like nipples. Yes, I know, game. Okay. Where's the nulls? I don't know why I didn't do that. I don't know why I keep on fucking that up.
Hey, work a little harder.
I am. I bet you we're hitting a cutscene in 1 second. We'll have a checkpoint. See, they just gave me full health, and look, there's a cutscene. Yeah, look, like, okay, maybe there's also other ones, but they're also in the place of the nipples. Time is it? Okay. Hopefully this chapter doesn't take too long. Knack just keeps on getting bigger and bigger. Fuck.
must get the key back. There's no telling what will happen if they use
Why
it.
don't you help me get rid of the relic? Also, thanks, Doc. That really told me, like, what I already knew. Get the key back, Knack. Like, no shit, Sherlock. Wait. All right, boss fight.
This may sting a little.
The key is coming with me. I leave Knack to you, Katrina.
Wait. No? Okay, it's phase 2 goes over here. Wouldn't it be better just to leave and just say, I guess. Or just keep shooting Knack with all the fucking relics. Camera? Alright, that was easy. Okay, I think I got it. Now for me to fuck up phase 3. No, give me relics. No. Shit.
Pay attention now. I'll show you how it's done.
What do you mean that was easy? Alright, watch her fall into the lava.
No! Goodbye, my dear. Prepare for departure.
Dead. Okay, cool.
They've got the key.
Well, we'll just have to go after them then. To the ropes.
She's still alive.
Wait, never mind.
I'm going after her.
We can't wait for you, so go!
But how?
What a shame.
No, she just got knocked onto like this one piece. Like, and now Ryder is going to try to save her somehow with something, even though there's never mind. Wait, did that say like 11.5% of people got that? Hold on. Got that trophy? Only 11.25% of people have gotten to chapter 11 of Knack?
Doctor, come on!
Oh, you go on
So,
without
I
me.
guess chapter...
Knack, you must find that key and destroy it.
Are you just gonna die? For no real reason? Doctor, I need you. Obi-Wan.
Come save me. Please.
A reason to live! Getting my dick wet. Never underestimate the power of wanting to get your dick wet.
Let's pick up the pace, Lucas. We've got the world and a certain lady to save.
But, so, is it gonna be like... or special? Get your dick wet. Get your dick wet. Get your dick wet. Hey, you know what?
Never underestimate the power of horny.
I know. You know what? I feel like we can beat this game in the next hour.
Be careful not to break the beams, Knack.
Oh yeah, do I need to be Stealth Knack again? Are you gonna bring Stealth Knack back? Well, that would help if I lived. I forgot this. No! I thought I had enough time. No! I was like, I hit the thing. Hi, Bruce. It's going all right. I think I'm getting nearing the end of this game. Well, it's not. I think I'm near. No, I am. I ended up looking up how many chapters, and it was only 13 of them. Oh. Boop. I guess that wasn't for that. Or I have to be Stealth Knack. Which means there's stealth things in here.
Stealth Knack is back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back for that.
I watched a few Attack on Titan videos today. What I find weird is that if you think about it, Eren was potentially manipulating all of his past Titans for 2,000 years. He says he needed Zeke to do it though, so I'm not sure TBH.
I really don't want to think too much on Attack on Titan with like kind of what was Eren's plan, because at the end of the day his plan kind of didn't make any goddamn sense. It would just been better to just get rid of all of the fucking, like, the moment you have the fucking ability to tell the little girl whatever to do whatever, like you should have been able just to remove like all of the funny thing instead of genociding most of the world and becoming the villain for whatever reason that you were trying to become the villain. No, it'll be fine. All my heroes are now my friends. Or all my friends are now like these heroes that saved the world from me, my this big asshole. When I don't think that's works out very well. Spoilers for Attack on Titan, but I feel like we're at the point now that people don't care. What was his plan even? His plan was to sit back and create a villain that the world can unite against, and have his friends who are Eldens be the heroes, so that his people can not be under there's no more prejudice against the Elden race, which is really funny because, like, I don't know, I feel like the moment you get rid of the Titan powers, nobody would give two flying fucks about your race, because it's being Elden that's the problem. It's having the ability to turn into like a gigantic a giant fucking cannibalistic human that eats and consumes others because of its like nature. I feel like that's the reason why people don't like people.
King and enslaved humanity for thousands of years, because, spoiler alert, it was all just to make sure humanity could kill him and be free from psychic future powers. Lamau. So sort of like that.
I did not know that was the whole Dune thing. That sounds equally as dumb. Like, haha,
All I gotta say is, Lelouch did it better.
Probably. I know that's code gay ass, but like, I could understand, like.
Also, how did Grisha cross those thousands of miles to the wall with that photograph? Do his clothes disappear when he becomes a Titan?
I think, like, after a certain point, they don't. Like, when you're in control of it, it doesn't. But, it's been a couple of years. I mean, hell, even fucking Stranger of Paradise did it better. Spoilers for Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origins. The thing that everybody called at the beginning, which we all kind of knew the moment it was like Jack is Garland. Well, it doesn't. We don't even hide it anymore. Which is kind of the Dissidia lore. The spoilers for Dissidia.
The trouble with mystery plots like this is when you resolve them, all these kinds of loose ends that don't make sense come up, lol.
But I mean, like, the thing about it is, it's like that's not even part of the mystery plot. Like, the mystery plot is legitimately what's in the basement, how the world works. When we find out what's in the basement and how the world works,
Right here.
like, that part makes sense. It's when they decide, when Aaron decides that he's going to enact his plan, which is the latter portion of the series, that everything just starts crumbling. It's kind of like when it's like that type of thing of, it's kind of easily understandable why it's very easy to understand why people might not like Eldens. Nope. Given the Elden Empire only seemed to have disbanded less than 50 years ago. And fucking Aaron's dad looks like just an asshole. The moment you start solving problems and trying to do things like, well, it's actually this, it just, everything kind of shits itself. It's like the people on the island are the most innocent people in the world, technically. And then Marley attacks them because they want these fucking titans. They want the founding titan. So you go, okay, well, Marley's a piece of shit. And of course Marley's a piece of shit. They're literally in, like, as soon as the Elden Empire fucking went away, they started to take control and use titans as kind of weapons. But then again, you can't sit back and go, oh my god, look at all this prejudice to a bunch of it's the X-Men situation. I hate saying that every time. I know motherfuckers just never understood. Like, I get it, it's an allegory for, like, you know, racism and whatnot, but I don't know, I cannot sit back and say your allegory of racism in which motherfuckers can just nuke an entire neighborhood, like, willingly is the same thing, right? You know, it's kind of, what is that? It's, there's that that 4chan post where it's like, you know, Rouge wants a cure for, like, about the X-Men movie, the first X-Men movie, where it's like, Rouge wants a cure for...
Thank you. I've been saying that about the X-Men for years.
Rouge wants a cure to, you know, for her powers, because she can't hold another person in her arms without, like, draining them of their, like, energy or life source or whatever she does, because she you know, she can't have skin contact. And man, that seems very bad. Oh god, did it again. Rouge, Rogue, sorry, fuck, I hate those two, the fact that they're two. Rogue, it's like, okay, you can't do that. You can't have that sentiment. I'm sorry. It's like, and then Storm going, no, there's nothing wrong with you. It's like, bitch, no. She cannot know the warmth of another anymore without, like, completely, like, paralyzing them for a while. She can have the cure to being a mutant.
Lots of other loose ends. How did Annie survive in the crystal? Why was Rod's Titan unable to stand up? If the Ackermans were guardians of the king, then why doesn't Kenny know he can't become a Titan? And apparently the rumbling Titans all got killed after it was over.
I mean, let's see. Annie survives in the crystal because fuck you, Eldens. Fuck you, Rod Titan enemies stand up. I think there's some... I'm not sure. I feel like anything that deals with, like, I guess some Titan stuff doesn't get, like, fixed. I don't know. I mean, fuck you, Elden. Is probably the best way of describe reason why, like, Annie survives in the crystal. Like, and I would assume that the Rumbling Titans are only there because the founder exists. And so the moment that the founder is dead, everybody like is like, it's all fine. Because if you sat back and went, oh, by the way, hold on, Knack is getting shot at. Knack is dead.
All the Titans are gone after they killed the founding Titan.
Yeah. Never mind, he's still alive.
Isayama, I think, said in an interview once Eren died, the Wall Titans were just naked dudes in the desert who all got killed.
Oh.
That's kind of sad and hilarious at the same time.
No! What was the point of that? No more sneaking around.
Why are these guys even scared whenever Knack gets blown up? Like he can rebuild himself.
I don't know. I think it's because they hit the core. But I guess the core of the stealth mode was not actually the core. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they thought it through. Like, I'm a more naked and desert and have an angry mob after you. I don't know. Like, they were all the Colossal Titan. So it makes me think that they might have had some knowledge of what was going on. I don't know. Maybe they remembered, maybe they don't. I mean, like, I can sit back and say, like, if you were told that, like, you were a part of, like, what is, like, a massive genocide attempt, would you be okay with, like, that knowledge? Like, hell, I mean, people would have to sit back and say, yeah, you might have been part of, like, I don't know, it's like, it doesn't make any sense. Just moment one, like, even Zeke's idea of, like, okay, I'm just going to make all my people infertile. We're just going to genocide my entire people. That's the best plan that you could thought of. You couldn't just thought of, oh, if I have the founding Titan and I have the ability to sit back and change my entire, like, my entire heritages and, like, the people I'm related to, my entire race, this genetic code, can I just erase being a Titan? Like, that would be moment one. And, like, you know what? Fine. Like, fuck.
Levitated.
It's all.
These'll do the trick. Ready to try them out? One, 2, jump! Come on, Knack.
You don't need one. Also, is self-hatred because his son was a decaying Grisha. Yeah, like, like, as I said, Grisha is such a fucking asshole.
Superhero landed.
Yeah, like, Grisha's such an asshole because
there
it
was
is
something about Ymir wanting Mikasa to kill Eren and somehow that causes her to finally die or something.
Ymir. I just assume it's just like we kill Eren and then like you kill the founder and like that was the straw that I don't know. Fuck it, it just feels it doesn't matter. It's one of those things where at very least I kind of understood from the standpoint of, let's say, Stranger of Paradise, why someone like Jack would want to sit back and be the villain, because he knows that that the only thing to actually stop this stupid plan that the Lunarians have is to like have a hero, and you need to make a hero, and that hero ends up being the Warrior of Light, so having an adversary that you can rise up against really helps. That makes a lot more sense than Eren's everybody has to kill me. Why? Fuck you. I want my friends to become heroes. That way there would be no more racism. But wouldn't there just be no more racism if like nobody can be Titans anymore? Would there be no, would there, like, legitimately, even as like, even if I was a person that is kind of sound mind and body, there is no way that I would look at like, oh, these guys can't be Titans anymore, and still not have this fear of, yeah, but like they also, like, their entire thing was, even up to 50 years ago, a bunch of fucking supremacists. That wanted to exterminate the human race. We are like, our people, everybody has, like, what is it? Not even, it's like 90% of the human race is gone by the end of the Attack on Titan or something. It's something horrific like that, and you're like, oh yeah, okay, I guess we'll just be friends with the Eldens now. Even though there's Eldens that like act like, are still like, oh, you know, funny racism, and like, it's probably more like, it's all fucked up. You like the very end of it, when it's like the goddamn like bombing like hundreds of years later, like, no shit, that was going to eventually happen. No, I think people of Marley would just, yeah, no, it wouldn't be just the people of Marley, it's everybody. It's everybody would. It's like, it doesn't matter how many survivors from Marley, it doesn't matter how many survivors from any of these other countries, they would all have a distinctive hatred for Eldens. Because at the end of the day, they're the they're the reasons why entire lineages are gone. It doesn't matter if the Eldens, you know, it doesn't matter where it came from. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like Eren was, these people have still been blamed. It's like your plan is kind of just ridiculous, and it lasted because human. Like,
This airship is heading straight for Trogdor Mine. Victor certainly isn't wasting any time.
Interesting. We'll be over Gundahar's territory in a few minutes.
Anywhere near the factory?
No. We'll be quite a ways away. Unless I do this.
Planning on going to rescue Charlotte? We don't get that key back. Bad things could happen.
Yes, of course. Key first, Charlotte second. But let's hurry, shall we?
After you, Doctor.
Why, like... Okay, so... Chapter 12, we're getting the key, then we're just going back and dealing with the goblins because... reasons. Even though Victor should be the primary thing, Victor should be the person that we care about. Victor should be the villain. Like Diamond him no skins destroying people and fucked it up like that. Because he sat back and he wanted a mystery. And then he wanted a mystery. And then he...
Kono ime machining domo.
And then he set up basically World War II. He made World War II in this entire thing. And I get the idea, like, there is something to say about the cycle of violence. You know, there are better, you know, I think that's supposed to be the entire point of Attack on Titan, is the cycle of violence. You know, the people of Eldia, or specifically the people in oh, up here, the people of Paradiso,
and of course Naruto did it better.
The people of Paradiso did not deserve to be attacked because they are, to a point, nothing in comparison. They are not responsible behind any of these actions. Never mind the fact that, like, the plan to essentially, like, do all of this... God. The fact that Marley hid the truth of what happened during the fall of Eldia showcases so many issues, because it becomes like, here is a reason why we can have racism.
Let's do this.
It's like, oh hey, there was a king that eventually grew a conscience, and he decides, hey, let's not have all of this. I will take my men, but like, we need heroes, blah blah blah. Fuck you. And everybody lived on that lie that, like, oh, you know, the people of Paradiso are demons, da 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 da. Marley uses that for that entire thing for years to kind of, like, justify internment camps, while simultaneously also using these people as weapons. And then you get the other context of, oh yeah, the Elden Empire was like a fucking horrible empire that spanned the world, killed people, like brought everybody under their subjugation, everything like that. And this was only stopped maybe 75, 100 years ago, enough to the point that people still remember, like it's still within recent history type of shit. It's kind of like when I grew up, and like you still have, I mean, hell, you still have survivors of the Holocaust. That's how fucking, you know, not long ago that was. And like, I kind of understand that people aren't responsible for their government, and people can be fucking, you know, don't support the actions of their government. But then again, like, Gresha was legitimately a person who married a woman who tried to reestablish the fucking empire.
It's a trap.
Indeed it is. Katrina is
Oh,
dead
Yoshi.
as a result of your pathetic interference. And now it's your turn.
It's not too late, Victor. We can stop this before things get completely out of control. No one else needs to die.
Enough! All our lives will end someday. If Katrina had perished in the achievement of our dream, then that would have been a beautiful thing. But she died for nothing! As you will now. Goodbye, Doctor.
Anyways. So, are we gonna have like a ship? Like, the plane's gonna catch them, right? Oh wait, they have the levitators.
In Kruger's speech he talks about how both sides are wrong. If Eldians were evil, then how are the nations so prosperous? If they were all good, that wouldn't be like any humans he ever heard of. So I get the impression the Eldians were conquerors, but not like deliberately evil, torturing everyone.
Except that we have multiple, like, we kind of have, we see the Eldian Empire. We see the fact that the Eldian Empire did use Eldians as weapons. Like, that's the whole point of, like, the visions that were given out. Also, I'm actually at a curious moment of how this game is going to resolve itself in, like, 2 seconds. Because if this is chapter 13... Really?
Doctor, you came.
Well, I promise.
Okay, so we're just here as like a quick stop.
This is my assistant, Lucas.
Hello. I've heard a lot about you.
This is Knack. We were too busy last time to say hello properly.
Charmed.
My dear, I'm sorry to be in such a rush, but the world may end if we don't get to Trogdor Mine quickly. Are there any intact airships left around here?
This work. It was my final project for Gundahar before I learned the truth of what he was up to.
Oh, but it's brilliant! Nice weapons, too. Those will come in handy.
But Doctor, there's a big problem. The goblins stripped this place bare. I have no relics left to power the engine.
That may not be such a problem. Knack, if you would.
She was intrigued and wet when she laid eyes on Knack.
Okay, I guess the goblins are also going to the thing. And this is going to be a 3-way fight.
I get the impression Eldia is supposed to be like Rome in that it built a lot of civilization. Or maybe like Japan? It's not really clear. I don't think Eldians are meant to be more violent than other tribes, they just happen to be the one Ymir was in. So I guess relics just power up jet boosts like that, somehow.
No, they do. Like, everything is powered by relics in this world.
Fool has done it.
Like, that's one of the things that they showed. And I guess Victor is now dead. Alright, this is gets to be the finale of Knack. Whoa. And yeah. But Eldian's representation, like, I mean, you kind of see it in the past. Like, I don't like it's Eldia and Marley, and their armies fighting each other, and they've seemed to have fought each other for centuries. The moment they got, like, Eldia got Titans was the moment they kind of legitimately won a war. And then they went off to conquer, like, the majority of the rest of the world. Because everybody has recent memories of just kind of everything that's fucked up with, like, Eldia. Like, other countries, to a, I guess, inhuman degree. Like, how do I put this? It isn't just one country. It is a lot of countries. And I do not think that that comes from anywhere that isn't, like... That doesn't come from, like, yeah, we love being racist. I feel like that comes from a place of, oh, yeah, we've seen Eldia and the issues that that country has caused, those conquerors have caused. Like, there is something to... how do I put this? This is probably the dumbest thing that I can probably say. It might get me into super trouble. But racism typically does come from some place. It is something. It doesn't usually come from nothing. That doesn't mean that it's justified. But usually there is a reason why it comes about. It's not that people wake up one day and just go, I feel like hating these people now. It's usually because you would find... It's like I start associating these experiences with this experience. I know what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like it is usually that. It is, hey, and that was one of the things about, like, hell, even that black dude. I forget his name. That, like,
well, Eldians would naturally be hated because, I mean, they turn into giants, right?
Yeah.
So I think over time they just basically got everybody mad at them or envious of their Titan powers.
I wouldn't say envious because, like, the envy is what? Like, you turn into a gigantic monster that just eats humans in, like, this horrible situation because Titans themselves are kind of pre-programmed to, like, do that. Because anybody they eat could potentially be one of the 7 or 9 or whatever it was, like, special Titans. But yeah, like, no, Bruce, you're not talking about that. I'm not talking about Attack on Titan when I'm talking about that black guy. I'm talking about real life situation where there's a black guy that befriends KKK members to help, like, showcase that, oh wait, the white supremacy viewpoint is bullshit. Because when you kind of learn that, hey, those people are just like you and me, you kind of realize, oh, humanity. Oh, that.
That'll do.
No, there's a cold take. It's just people never... Yeah, I mean... But, like, that's the entire
point. It would
point.
make more sense if the Titans were programmable and we just say the default state with no programming is eat everything.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of is, which is why, like... It's kind of... Once again, like, why is it that the founders... Like, if you're able to control and do anything with, like, your abilities, and this affects your, like... race, your genetics, let's just say your genetics, why is it that only 100 years ago did a person just go, oh yeah, what we do is bad, this entire situation is bad, we shouldn't have our people be, you know, turned into these gigantic monsters and do whatever? Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to take a portion of our people and then we're just going to implant memories that now state, by the way, yeah, shut up, bitch. There's no outside world. The entire world is just what's ever behind these walls. There are Titans out there. It's fine. Yeah. Like, at what, like, that's my entire kind of, I guess my entire kind of problem. It's like, at some point in time, you should have just been like, well, wait a second. Like, why don't we just make this entire situation better? Which is kind of the whole point
work
of,
a little
like,
harder.
Which is kind of the whole problem of, like, these leaders. Like, even if you would say, like, we imprinted the will of this, you would expect that maybe some Eldians would be against it and would, I don't know, say, try something different, dethrone the current emperor, or, like, revolution. I mean, which kind of is what happens in Attack on Titan. Because that's how you get the whole Kingdom of Marley's thing.
Sympathetic if he was talking about eating people's spinal fluid, but the way it came off was, oh, we're so bad because we have Titans, we should just die. Wah.
Yeah, which it's like, I don't know. It's that type of thing where it's like you have a bunch of stupid idiots, and it's like, well, why don't we just, you know, solve it via this one solution? And even Zeke is kind of stupid because his solution is fucking goddamn eunuchs. Everybody should become a eunuch. Everybody should be infertile. We'll sterilize our entire race so they would just die out. It's what I mean by, like, you have the ability to change your race's, like, I guess, genetic makeup or something. There is more solutions than what you actually did. Aaron did enough around them to act like Aaron, so I can cut them with an obsessively must go Asian person. You know what? You make a valid point, Avalon. You know, more people should be like Aaron so you can cuck them. Oh, come on. That's part of hitbox. I know I'm right next to a checkpoint. I want balls. I don't like this plan. It's like, yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's once you kind of establish that, like, this is the power that the founder has, and I don't know. It's like solutions seem to be like, I almost feel like I understand the king, like, who fucking did the whole thing of, we want penance, like our people should do penance, but then again it becomes like, well, then you're just doing sins of the father, right? It's like there are better solutions, and instead of enacting those better solutions, you decided, yeah, this. Which just ends up with a situation in which just genocide.
Now we know what great danger in that cave painting meant.
Yes, this may indeed be the end of the world. The transformation has already begun.
Can we stop it?
That giant orb seems to be at the center of the disturbance. Take it out. Maybe everything will return to normal.
Giant orb.
Got it.
Knack! Good luck.
Not to worry, Doctor. As you always say, I'm your greatest creation.
Even though you didn't create him. Oh, fuck it. Wait, this relic's... Oh, wait. Okay, we're gonna have a little cutscene, maybe? No. Am I supposed to destroy these things? Okay, yeah, we're going.
Yeah, I think he needed to add more details for Zeke and Eren's conflict to make sense. For example, Eren could see that no matter what future it is, Parody is always destroyed, therefore he has to be cruel and do the rumbling. Or like Zeke thinking Abu thought to stop war because it will continue even without Eldians, as we have seen.
Like I said, I think like the initial kind of mystery that was presented in Attack on Titan was kind of worth it. It's a type of thing of you can feel it as well.
In fact, we are shown Mali is at war with every other country, Lamau.
Yep. We see that Marley's at war with every other country, and this is after the state of like Marley, like Eldia going away. As I said, it's kind of that weird, like, I understand the idea of cycle of violence. What? Oh, this is an elevator. Am I getting closer? Actually, am I getting bigger? Yeah, I think I actually am getting bigger. It kind of didn't seem like it for a while. I say, like, that's the only thing that I kind of like about this game, which is the problem is, like, yeah, when Knack gets bigger and it kind of becomes this thing of, like, now you're fighting things that were bigger than you as the same size over time. It feels good. But then there's all the other issues of Knack, so. Also, this doesn't really feel like a finale. Whoops. Like, oh, it's the end of the world, broad daylight. Like, I kind of understand that not every time the sky has to darken into gray and ominous, but at the same point in time, it, like, the mood doesn't feel right.
See, they went on about the cycle of violence, but from the perspective of the rest of the world, logically, that island was a ticking time bomb and they only had a limited window to disarm it. On the other hand, their military technology was quickly reaching a point where Titans would be useless in warfare. The ones who were actually making the decision to invade were using the cycle of violence as justification to rope the rest of the world into it. Titans would have been irrelevant soon.
Yep. You know, like, that's the entire point when we finally get the perspective of Marley, or, like, you know, towards the end, where it's like, oh yeah, like, there was anti-Titan weaponry. The rest of the world had developed anti-Titan weaponry. We were getting closer and closer to just having the nuke. That wasn't, like, the giant colossal.
I noticed as a kid Disney would do that even to the point of absurdity. As soon as the big bad died, the skies would just clear and the sun would shine again, lol.
Yeah, but that's it's symbolism. Like, that makes sense within given symbolism. It's to set the mood. It's to showcase peace. It's almost like that's peace. But yeah, like, I mean, the entire point is the Isle of Paradis, if everybody just left it alone, would have probably been fine as long as Grisha didn't do anything. But then that comes down to Aaron and his fucky-wuckiness of, I actually, you know, did everything and I influenced every single attack titan and all of their decisions.
That'll work.
You know what? This is a neat concept. Why is it at the very end of the game? This sounds straight up gay. It's the problem of Attack on Titan is like it's like everything where it has a very good beginning, and granted the anime itself skipped over some stuff. The anime skips over like a bunch of like politics that happen towards in the middle of the manga. Secret. Oh, right there. But the moment that the secret is shown, once you know what, like, what's in the basement and the state of the world and everything else, that's when everything just kind of loses it. Because it's neat to figure out what, like, what's in the basement. Why, like, what's the reason for the female Titan, or like the Iron Titan and the Colossal and their points. The actual state of the world, but then once we learn all of that, that's when everything takes the fucking nosedive. I mean, it's kind of like a lot of stuff, right? It's kind of like how Game of Thrones fucked up. But then again, Game of Thrones fucked up because, like, the people who wrote that were, like, not George R.R. Martin. And because George R.R. Martin just doesn't want to, like, finish his work. Please. Like, they had to, and oh, it didn't work out. Didn't work out. Does Martin have content for it? Like, I content for that? I don't know at this point. It is this kind of thing of, like, I don't mind what Game of Thrones was, but it was definitely like, they wanted these points, but because of how the show was working out, it felt awkward and bad. I mean, people sit back and say, like, fucking Miyazaki. Not Miyazaki, but I mean, Miyazaki. What's Miyazaki?
What I mean is that the islanders were operating from the assumption that it was a case of a cycle of violence, that they were guilty, that maybe they deserved to be judged, or that they should be free, regardless of the sins of their ancestors. But that was the wrong level of analysis. Their invaders were doing it for resources.
Yeah.
They used grievance and fear to get help to invade, but the invasion was going to happen for irreconcilable reasons. Island had thing, Marley wanted thing, simple.
Yeah. And it's because of Marley's actions that led to essentially 90% of the human race dead.
Hey, so it's just an allegory for nukes?
I know.
That's it?
Oh wow, Japan has an allegory for nukes. That's never been done before. The Final Guardian. I assume this is the last boss then? You don't call something the Final Guardian without actually being a boss.
Hey, listen!
Eren is canonically the most cuckold version of Godzilla ever made. True! He got to see himself getting cucked. Wait, can I absorb whatever this is, or? Oh, he fucked off. Why did he fuck off? An army of naked dudes. Oh no, that was phase 1. It's me again. What? I guess it wants me over here. Oh no, that thing just like forces me back. What? Oh. Way more insane. You punch him, you heal. He punches you, you heal. Yeah, but what you gonna do? It's Knack. Thank you for the 2 bits.
There was a line about how Eren didn't want Astoria to be a baby factory. So I guess genocide was the better choice? What?
No. Well... I think part of it was to make sure that he didn't have the responsibility of being like the founding titan. Or have the founder. Oh. Damn it, this fucking fire. Why does this push me back? That's my problem. Okay, there we go. Are you gonna follow after him for some reason? No? Okay, cool. Wait, that's a fight? Oh. I guess I'm gonna fight it again in a second. There's no way it's done. Maybe. Ball. Okay, I guess I have to get over to the body. That didn't work. Yeah, there's no way to dodge that. Okay, I need to dodge later. I say as I didn't do it. Oh, this is just gonna be a pain in my ass, isn't it? Yeah. I keep dodging too early. Don't ask me how that didn't damage me, but... I'm dodging as soon as I see it, and I'm not supposed to be dodging as soon as I see it. And the only reason why I'm dodging as soon as I see it when I'm, like, going above there is because you would assume that it would hit me earlier. Cool. Only hit the button. Only hit the stick. Oh, this is gonna be another one of these types of fights. What? Okay, you know what? It's fine. What was that? Nope, that doesn't work. This almost reminds me of the final fight of Jak and Daxter. Now it's like, well, have I streamed Jak and Daxter? And it's like, yes, I have. Fuck. No, no! I did it too early again. Okay, will you... It will be from the beginning. Did he have anything to do with Jak and Daxter? Because I know he has something to do with Crash Bandicoot. I remember the whole thing with Crash. I think he didn't... Yeah... Because it was either... Because I know his entire thing was he helped with Naughty... He was helping with Naughty Dog and third parties. Maybe I should be serpentining instead of trying to run straight. Yep, that. Shit. Yeah, there is no way to stop them. What? You're bullshit, game. You're bullshit. I... And then this part is just dodge. Hey game, you know, I'm just gonna say if I can say it. If the primary thing with your boss is just dodge, I don't think that's very good final bosses. Then he does the knockback. And I hit the knockback by accident. Okay, at least I get a full heal off of this. Damn it. That's so... What is... No, fuck you. That is such a fuck you moment.
Same as it
you
ever
can
was.
kiss my ass.
Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was.
Yeah, like, moment one of coming out of that is shoot.
Hey, work a little harder.
I can't do anything but dodge. Right this moment. Okay. Let's hope that that bullshit doesn't happen again. Okay. What? Hit? Like, I...
Oh! Now you fucked up! Now you fucked up!
I hope this is only 2 phases because, like, I would think that a 3-phase fight would be massively bullshit. hit the button. I hit the thing to dodge, but no. There's the fire. Then comes the bombs. And this. And then there's never enough time to hit him. Nope. Shit. No.
Another point.
No.
Empires rarely succeed based purely on force. It's easy to read that kind of thing into it, but in history the only real empire based on pure force and violence were the Mongols, and it collapsed immediately when the war chief died. So saying Eldians were just evil violent titans doesn't make sense to me either.
But then it wouldn't have, like, that's the thing. The empire lasted such a long time. All right. I hate how long that fucking sits. It's just... Damn. Cool. Actually, that kind of worked out for me. Okay, maybe it is a two-phase fight. Holy shit. It was just a two-phase fight. Legitimately always came up to the last... 21% have beaten Knack.
Let's go home.
Yeah. I can't wait for things to get back to normal.
He can't wait for Knack too.
I think they may never go
Here's the
back to
thing.
normal.
I've heard Knack 2 is a better game. I am curious to see that, but I don't own Knack 2. You did it! You saved the world! I guess people now know you saved the world, even though there is no reason for anyone to know that you saved the world.
Come on, Lucas. Join us.
Please do not bring up Ryder.
Oh, easy there, Knack.
And ironically, the greatest threat to our safety came from one of our own. And
Oh yeah, I forgot that the beginning of this entire thing was legitimately we need to go to the Goblin territory to find out why they have weapons.
Tragedy.
Also, we're going to arrest your wife because she aided and abetted those gobos.
Doctor.
May I? I would like to thank Knack for his large, some might say, gigantic contribution to our efforts. But I would also like to thank our smallest hero for his wisdom. Without his foresight, we would have used the key ourselves and perished instantly.
His wisdom of, don't use the key.
Thank you, Lucas. And now, let us all take a moment to thank Ryder, who sacrificed his life so that we might be saved. Our thoughts are with you, Ryder, wherever you are.
I guess. Yeah, evil woman is alive. She now wants his dick. Written and directed by Marks. Written. Hey Mark, do you have anything to say about goblins? The problem with this game is I see its potential. It's just definitely like, man, your execution was bad. Camp's good and kick out. You say the word. No, the sky's always been blue. It never turned not blue. They were taking away everybody's balls to solve the game's problems. I don't know. I actually have to think on that one. Are we really just holding on this shot? Man, I'm glad that I waited getting a PS4 and until like after Bloodborne. Okay, wait. Okay, Ryder was Travis Willingham. Okay, so they're really the only person here is like. Wait, I missed a couple. There was a few. So it wasn't. Oh no, wait. Is this a DMCA song? It's probably a DMCA song. This, you wanted to make a movie. You wanted to make a fucking movie. And that's what Knack was. It is a movie game without a movie because you couldn't actually make the fucking movie that this game would have been. Because every single thing about this feels like that. And I get it. I actually get it from like the conceptualization level. That the PS4 is so powerful that we can make a game finally that is Toy Story. We can make our own fucking Toy Story. Are you happy? We've never played again. Exactly. We will now never touch Knack until Knack 2. Look at him, he's dancing just like in your movies, just like in your animated movies. Aren't you happy? This was just like an animated movie. It had a stupid plot, just like your animated movies. What do you mean that there have been movies with, like, better plots that are animated? No, it's fine. It's fine. Look, Knack looks like a hairy giant. Aren't you happy? Isn't he so marketable? Don't you want a Knack toy? Yeah, you want to buy Knack. Buy Knack right now. He is doing the worm. Please, buy Knack. He is going to do all of these dances. If Knack was in Fortnite, he would be doing the Fortnite dance. Would you like to see Knack in Fortnite? Please email Epic Game Studios to bring Knack to Fortnite. Please. Please, we have no sway anymore. Nobody will listen to us. Holy shit, help us bring Knack to Fortnite. It will be a special season. It would be called Fortnack. Wouldn't you want to see it? Wouldn't you want to see... Virtuous? Wait, hold on. Yeah, wait. Is that the same studio? I mean, it was probably a helper studio. The reason why I'm bringing this up, and as I continue to talk to kind of knock around... Yeah, hold on. Let's make sure. Okay, yes. 2013. They helped... No. Maybe I'm not looking at it correctly. I swear it just... Maybe this is a special thanks and nothing else. Maybe I'm just legitimately, like, fucking not caring. Wait, yeah, man, yeah, no, it's probably... Wait, no, it might be. They gave special thanks to this, or, like, not in the credits of this. It's in the credits of this game. But I'm pretty sure that's the same studio that just did the Oblivion remake. There is no after credits scene. I could have cut it at any point in time. I seriously don't know how to feel. Because I'm like sitting there going, I was bored in Sackboy, but Sackboy's a better game. But this fired more neurons, but is a worse game. It's kind of in a weird position. Superposition. Like if put the gun to my head and like do this again, I might actually have to choose Knack again. Between both of them. Anyways, let me go find a place to raid because we are legitimately 20 minutes. Raided at Haunt the other day. But I think it's also been a while since I raided Narrows. So.
Hey, listen!
What? What are you about what have you thought about hearing playing this game? The choice is gun to my head, this or Sackboy, and I would sit back and say that Knack doesn't make me want to kill myself. It makes me just want to talk with Mark Cerny about game design. And I feel like a lot of design is legitimately oh fuck, the PS4 comes out this day. This is a launch title. It has to be here. But yeah, anyways, sending y'all De Niro. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. Stay safe. I'll see you tomorrow night for what is basically going to be Ship of Harkinian until May. Are y'all excited? I'm just going to be playing Ship of Harkinian until May. Have a good night.